Do you start fast traveling?
Yeah.
Stag, about an hour or two in, you get a lock-on warning.
Oh.
This is just sort of like a radar, collision warning.
Oh.
You've been flying straight at cruising altitude, and you suddenly get a collision warning.
I call Alice over.
It's like, this is the warning you get when you're, too close to the ground.
Do I hear any of that?
Yeah,
How's his visibility?
you don't see anything.
What the fuck? Stag, pull up. I'm gonna walk over to the control board.
We're up
Why
above.
are we? What?
I've been this high for.
You can tell,
40
you're at cruising altitude.
Where are we in cloud cover right now? Do we see anything?
No, you're above the clouds. You can't see anything.
Alice, I think your fancy
There's
machine
no way
is
the
breaking.
fancy ship is having wire errors.
Alice stands up from what she was doing, looks back like...
Is there anything on our ship?
Do you open and do you go out onto the deck?
Yeah, I'm looking.
I kind of assumed that...
I'm trying to see as much of the ship as I can.
You open the door out onto the deck. There's a ship above you.
Oh.
It has docked.
On ours?
Yes, a ship has docked.
It's
basically
landed on top of ours?
Yes,
No,
it has grappled.
And we haven't heard that?
No.
What's the ship? I'm going to observe.
It is a, you would know this as a Corsair.
What is a Corsair?
This is a long, thin,
Dude, what bear overall?
like an interceptor ship. It is resplendent. This is in black and gold.
My God. What the fuck is
That's a really
this?
funny idea and you should do it.
What? What did you say?
Can Stag do a barrel roll?
You want to do that?
Yes!
You are grappled.
We're
No.
in the air!
Yeah.
No. So basically,
Yeah, you're locked.
What does that
we're
mean?
not
That's
fixed.
He's
You are affixed to the ship above you.
Right. So if we rotate, it would put strain on the wires.
Yeah, no, you are... No, not wires. There are arms that have speared the side of the yacht.
I
Arms?
feel like I
Yes.
could still move.
It had to have grabbed the
Yeah, no,
outside.
you make it and you strain, but you basically are locked under the
So there's like
underneath the
tiny
ship.
little metallic
Yeah,
bolts.
it's smaller
Not
than
tiny.
ours. It's
Large swinging pike hooks, basically.
Okay, I was imagining within the theme of this long, slender
That
ship.
still
with
just
long,
doesn't make.
slender
Are they
arms.
actively steering their ship the opposite direction so that we
You would have to
can't do it?
drag them sideways.
Yeah,
That is the
that's
point.
the
I'm
point.
going to find
You can't.
I'm going.
Why
to,
not?
They are heavier than you.
No way.
You said they were
landed
thin.
on us.
Okay, thin, but about the same
they were
width as
heavier
them.
That feels.
us, we
This
would,
feels
be
like.
going
Alright,
down.
whatever.
Okay, no, this isn't like a single person ship. This is like a 10-man cruise ship.
And these arms are what? Are these like 5 foot diameter?
No,
10 foot diameter.
no, like thinner than that. But there's about 8 of them that have pike hooked into the side of you.
Okay, well that's just how. Milo isn't going to try to do any of the mental math required to understand what kind of physical exertions that has to do. So Milo's going to start find the emergency sledgehammer. Because this is like, so it's like a 2 foot diameter?
What do you, like, around?
I'm looking for like the arms. How big are these arms?
Around?
If Milo's thinking if I sledgehammer, start knocking them off, like whack them off.
Yeah, you could.
Okay, that's what Milo's thinking. Alright. They will not be touching my ship, thank you very much.
Alice is going to grab a couple like vials and also exit the ship and go out on the deck.
You recognize the colors of this ship.
Okay.
This is royal black and gold. This is imperial colors.
Okay. Yeah, she's going to
Imperialists.
basically she's gonna load them into her gun and shoot at the claws, right?
Yeah.
And it's going to be like a super fast acting corrosive.
Acidic. You see above you a twist hatch. And it opens up. And something slams into your deck. Stag, you recognize that this is an Imperial Paladin.
Not great.
This is a steam armored, and they are resplendent. This is not a standard Griffin crew Paladin. This is a Paladin Inquisitorius.
I can't remember if Stag was violently for or violently against the Imperium. I think he was violently against.
Yeah, he basically,
Yes.
if I remember correctly, he was in the Freelanders against the
No.
Empire, and then.
No, he was an Imperial.
Are you
He
sure?
was an Imperial and now
He defected.
I feel like it was the other way around. I don't know. I could have sworn. You know, actually, hold on. Because I did write this down. Freelander.
Oh,
I
he
knew
was
it.
Freelanders. Okay, so.
So if I remember correctly, he was a Freelander who defected from the Freelanders after he learned about Copperville.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
But you would still probably know what these are because you fought them, presumably.
Yes.
Yes, you would know. This isn't like a military vehicle. This isn't part of the. This is a. Claudro's personal vehicle. This is an Inquisitor's Corsair.
I'm still driving though, so.
Yeah, so you're still at the helm, but you see a paladin drop down. They stand down.
How about...
And lay down your weaponry. This ship is being requisitioned.
What are you talking about? You and your...
He's in a suit of 7-foot steam power armor,
This suit looks...
carrying a lance with him.
Who is he facing?
Both of you.
No, but like we're on opposite sides. I would imagine.
What if
like,
I
didn't
had
he-
to say?
Did you not come out of the cabin?
I guess. Yeah, I guess.
So he dropped in like the midship and he's facing
Okay.
Does he
both
look
of you.
like a Warhammer 40k soldier of the Imperium, or does he have like a fat suit of armor? Like,
He's
what is-
wearing a 7-foot steam suit.
Okay.
So imagine a slightly sleeker power armor from Fallout.
Alright.
He's carrying a lance and a shield.
What if Saint Chunky, whatever black and gold you've got going on, described as to why we have a...
This ship is being requisitioned at the helm of Inquisitor Leviticus.
Where would we be placed?
Place down your weapons.
7-foot tall power armor.
Alice.
Shield.
Alice.
And he's also like decked in. He's got he's wearing like a half robe and a kama.
Alice is thinking, like, on one hand, is like, all right, well, Milo's probably going to want to fight these people. And, like, there's nothing I can do to stop that, and that's fine. But also thinking, like, maybe it would probably just to be smart just to, like,
Is the catch
Not-
still open?
The hatch, yes.
We don't have grenades.
why would you throw a grenade on the deck of our ship that's in the air?
I would throw it into the hatch and be like,
There.
go up there, put your fire out. This bitch.
Yeah, I was just gonna look over to Milo. What are you wearing? Do you have your face exposed?
No.
Please don't ask him what Milo's wearing. No,
what are you wearing on your face?
He has an image. It is basically if
I don't
you,
need
if
an
you
image.
took
What is? Do you have a mask or not?
yes.
It is basically that wrapped around my face.
If
Right,
you took a
right.
really fancy curtain and turned it into a headscarf.
Okay, so your face
No,
is.
no,
So
no,
it's
you
like
wear
that
hundreds.
wrapped into a comma around my body.
Mother, no. You weareth her drapes.
Alice is going to look around. Where are we?
You're about 20 miles out from Amoria.
20?
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, no, sure. Immediately, it's like, all right, here you go. 20. We can walk 20 miles. Are you shitting me?
20 miles?
We can find a ride and
Yeah.
I mean, you have to understand for the past.
With your personal abilities, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, well, it's not even that.
But like with your resources that you have available,
Mhm.
yes.
And it's also like she would rather not cause a fuss.
I want to
All right.
cause a fuss.
Alice is going to lay down her weapons. Whatever Milo does is what Milo does.
Who is Leviticus? What is...
Inquisitor Leviticus.
So you have like a voice changer, right? Because
It's a
there's-
giant helmet.
So what is it? Was there any weak points in his armor?
Like head to toe. So steam armor. So this is enhanced armor. So most of it is like there's a metal plate. This is armor that allows you one step down from a mech.
Okay.
Where this enhances your motions and your ability to take damage. But it is there are giant mechanical sections. So you step in. It's like if you stepped into a heavily armored PK.
Fuck.
That's pretty much what he's wearing. But it's less.
He's Iron Man and out here.
It's less finely tuned. It's steam.
Yeah, it's basically what I imagined for Sierra's back.
War machine.
But obviously that's more industrial. This is more military.
So how about why? Why? Just why?
Lay down your weapons.
But why?
Final warning.
Milo.
Are you going to shit all over the deck?
I am going to put you down.
Alice looks at Milo and is like, make a choice now.
Sure, I'm gonna sit down.
You see him, he takes one step forward and left, and then the hatch, another paladin drops down. And they move as well, and then a third. And then, descending down from the hatch, someone literally slowly floats downward.
Christ.
The robes billowing as you do. They float downward, hands clasped.
Oh my god.
They are shaved head. They have a little bit of a beard, but more noticeably, their eyes are bound in something. And you can see there, it's sort of like below the neck, mid-chest, there's just a steam transmitter just running as they slowly descend and land on the deck.
Running.
Like there's a what is it? A steam transmitter? Is that what I've been saying?
I don't know. What is it? What does it do?
Like those the things that take in information. Like you can send messages with them.
Oh, so basically he has a giant phone on his chest.
A steam transmitter, yes. So one of those is running. Like a big one of those is like you could assume implanted. He's wearing like an open robe, and he lands and stands there, flanked by his paladins. Yeah, no, it is. He's extravagant dressed. You got the giant boots and the red and the black, gold robes. You actually see like he has bits of scripture hanging off of his belt.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And so do the paladins as well. Their belts have scrolls tapered off. This vehicle is being requisitioned under suspicion of witchcraft.
Alice just like looks at Milo like,
Do I have like an amount
Okay,
of time?
do your thing.
Do you have a statement to say in your defense?
What statement is there to make in the face of people who are just going to kill me?
You stand accused of the crime of magicry and treason.
are we not in the Midlands?
Of the highest caliber.
Do I have like an amount of time before they start?
Oh yeah, I'm sure you can
coming
do
out?
things in the background.
They don't see... I'm going to say this. The door is closed. They don't know anybody's in the cockpit.
Wouldn't they assume that someone's driving the ship?
You're being towed right now.
Also,
What I'm
how
saying,
many of the ligaments of the like?
You
did
managed
we
to get
remove?
3 off
Out
out
of-
of 6.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's 2 on one side and 1 on the other still left. I tell you now.
On the inside, is there sort of like a submarine situation where I can
Can
feel
you-
what's happening
can
on the deck?
I'm going to say because it's Jeremiah's yacht, there's definitely a security system. Yes.
Okay, so I know what's going on.
Yes.
I want to take like any nearby bag, I guess. Stag has a suitcase because
Yes.
he's gotta have it. That's his inventory system.
You?
I'm gonna take the little dragonfly that Alice made and put it in there.
No, Dragonfly was set free.
It was already? Okay.
Yes.
I thought that she was
No,
holding
set free.
it. I'm gonna take... He gave all his guns. Did he leave any of them on the ship? Did you leave any of your guns on the ship?
Yes.
Which ones?
Every single one.
Yeah, all.
Okay.
I do not have
I'm taking those. Did she leave anything guns?
Anything that she, any weapons she has is on the ground that she just put down.
Right.
Okay.
She does have like a little. Honestly, she does have a little lab like experiment thing
Yeah.
going, or like the remnants of this is where the dragonfly was made.
Can he just like take his suitcase, open it, and just kind of shovel a bunch of stuff?
Yeah, you can definitely do
Can
that.
you make it like a logic roll to see if Stag can hear us from the inside there?
He can't
Yes,
hear
he
you.
can.
I wouldn't even bother. Like that seems like
Can I see
Alice
my
is assuming that he is aware that we are in trouble at the
Can
very
I see
least.
my status?
You're what?
There's 4 paladins.
3 paladins and 1 Inquisitor Leviticus.
One bitch ass guy. Let's see here.
Bitchicus.
Leviticus. What's Stag doing, huh?
I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I can sort of booby trap them so that if they do open the door to the cabin, that they could be just a little bit staggered. He's gonna put he's just gonna turn the dragon off since they're gonna be towed anyways.
Yeah.
But then he's gonna find like a hiding spot, and what guns do I have? I have his thermite gun. That would be useful.
You have access to basically all the guns that have been described.
And some guns that haven't been described.
Yeah, and you still have 4 guns that you could pull out of thin air.
Can I just say, like, in retrospect, that I'm setting up sort of like a system for when the door opens, that the thermite gun.
You just have like a gun emplacement ready at the door.
Well, what you can do, and I am not suggesting that anyone at home listening to this recording recreate what I'm about to describe.
Are you like frying gun bullets?
So you can bolt or have a gun attached to the wall. You tie a string around the doorknob, and you lead that to the trigger.
Yeah. Would that work with the thermite gun?
Oh yeah, it has a trigger.
That could backfire
I'm gonna do that,
spectacularly.
and
Let's see.
And then, well, I can hear what's going on, so if they're going down.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes, it's just working like.
I have all the stuff. I have the gun set up. I think I'm also gonna set up. I am gonna have the ball and chain chains thing.
Okay.
Ball and chain gun.
Because now there's actual
Chain shot
people-sized
launcher.
people.
Yeah. And to be fair, they're paladins, so this would actually be effective against them.
And he's gonna sit next to the door with just his regular gun.
Okay.
Alright.
And that's what he's gonna do.
Outside.
Outside, Alice, as soon as she saw the colors, has telegraphed all of the information that she knows to Paul, who is 20 miles out.
Paul.
Yes. Okay.
So just basically hey, if you want to I'll let you know what if and when they start attacking us, but if they do, some cover would be appreciated. And maybe let's try and be subtle about where you're coming from. We don't want to lead them back.
Right. Okay.
That's Alice's big concern. We're so close, she doesn't want to. Yeah. Anyway.
Milo is visibly shaking at this point.
So I've
I'm
described.
sitting on the floor.
I've described previously the 27th carried lances.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically just a giant spear, blade head, fires. Your knights use these lances. That's what they're carrying, and a big ballistic shield.
Yep.
Along with their armor.
Milo is holding back.
That's appreciated.
If you would please proceed onto my vessel.
Very well.
And go where?
For interrogation.
Why don't you just interrogate us here?
He steps back and gestures a hand and a ladder.
I'm just going to exhale, and you see the cloth around his face will shake a little bit, and he'll get up and start climbing up the ladder.
All right. Alice will let Milo go first. So you start climbing up the ladder. They're basically wanting us to go first, right?
Right. Yeah.
So you climb up the ladder. Alice will also climb up the ladder, and then as she goes, she's going to take off a glove, point it at the clasp on the side that only has one left, and manually shoot it. Basically, you look down, you see
her hand.
I'll let you describe.
She reaches out and continues reaching as her limb decomposes and takes a form of vapor. But it is a material that you would describe only as pestilent. And it extends out and it assails the grappling limb, and it is chewed through. It is dissolved in seconds.
Do I have any communication with Stag? Is that possible?
You know where the steam relay. That's the word I was looking for. You know where the steam relay is towards the cabin.
You know what? I can just use my Arcanist abilities to call the intercom.
You can just.
She's basically going to. What side is it? What side is the last clasp on?
Left.
On the left. On.
Port.
Right. Okay. she's basically just going to just tell Stag, hey, lean hard on one way.
Roll.
What are you rolling? What would that be a roll for?
No, you're telling him to roll.
And we're both on the ladder.
You see the paladins look up. You see the Inquisitor looking up at you, specifically as you did that.
Mm-hmm.
And you see him open his mouth, and you don't hear words leave. But the paladins, they turn to focus on you, and the ship jolts, and you hear it groan, and then the limbs snap. And the deck is thrown sideways. Milo, were you into the Corsair?
I'm bolting this Corsair, and I'm looking to, like... At this point, I'm getting angry. I don't know how my magic works. It seems that the adrenaline that Minar used on me.
Yeah.
Adrenaline increases the abilities.
Yes.
I am boiling and seething with rage at this point.
Yes.
I don't know what that implies
He's
for
an
you.
angry boy.
I am upset. And I am looking...
You are face to face with another paladin.
This is another paladin here.
Yes.
So he's in the ship.
Can I explode? Is that a thing? Like, is that a
What?
thing that is possible? To just, like, release pent-up aggression and a
No,
of magic?
that you have very strict magical abilities.
Alright, my magical abilities.
I mean, functionally, that would be basically burning all of your slots and doing everything at once, right?
I would imagine that would be it.
Yeah.
Yes. But,
Like, you could just do all three.
face-to-face with another a paladin here.
But you were like into the Corsair when the ship started turning, right?
Yes, in
Okay.
regards to looking into...
Yeah.
I have my head inside of it, basically.
Yeah, you were in a thin hallway that leads through the belly, down the spine, and it's pretty much just a one-man hallway that leads down to this hatch, and there's a paladin in it.
Okay.
As the ship violently tears sideways, two of the paladins turn and just ram their lances into the deck. One of them is not fast enough, and you see him just plummet off the side.
So how many
Alice,
people are left?
how do you... Oh, wait, you're on the ladder, never mind.
Hmm.
But, yeah, so you're just... Do you complete the barrel roll?
She said roll, I roll.
Like, did you roll all the way back up, right?
I was given one instruction, and it was roll.
So, what do
So,
you
yes,
do?
I completed the barrel.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you complete it. So, the two paladins, you saw Leviticus, somehow is just fucking hovering.
Right, yeah.
You see him settle back down onto the deck with his two paladins. So they're above and below you.
Should we roll
What
initiative?
happened
This feels
to-
like a roll
What
initiative
happened
kind
to
of.
Milo when the ship was completely upside
I'm
down?
on the ladder.
He was on the
right
ladder.
now.
To the one above you.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it's Alice at 20, Stag at 18,
Yep.
Milo at 15, Paladins at 6, and Leviticus at 3.
3. Alice, what do you do?
Alright, this is unfortunate. Well, okay, the cockpit is an enclosed space, I
Yes,
suppose.
enclosed.
Alright,
It's actually sealed because this is a high altitude
Wait,
vessel.
can I have a movement?
Not yet. You're in order.
Alice is going to jump down on the deck and basically just spread out a wave that dissipates after like 5 seconds. So just complete, extremely
Complete
fast-acting, bad juju.
Leviticus raises an arm as this wave spreads out, and it basically points in front of him, and you would feel that he's using steam speak to split the wave around him.
Sure.
The paladins just stand there.
Okay. Are they? What is the mask situation on the paladins?
Full seal. You see, there's a helmet, and there is a ventilation system hooked up
Okay.
to it. Since you spread out a wave, do you want to form anywhere inside of this
think,
wave?
I don't know if I want to go full Super Saiyan yet. I think basically she's going to use that impact and that wave to sort of like hide.
Okay, I like that. So now you are everywhere currently. You're dispersed.
No, like my physical body hide.
No, it's saying like you can disperse yourself.
Yeah, but then I lose the suit.
You wouldn't lose the suit. That's fair.
I don't want to do
You're
that.
just using
yet.
this to obscure.
So basically, she's going to. Should I like roll stealth or something?
No, I'm gonna say because this is your ability,
Thing. Right.
you're just hidden.
Okay.
So next is Stag. Stag is next.
I'm
What do you do?
Run and undo the door booty check.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what? You are unaccosted right now, so
I'm going to. We're free now.
yes.
I'm going to start driving forward.
Okay, you gun it.
So
So you know what's interesting about that? Milo's on the ladder, which means you fly forward, and Milo, suddenly there's nothing underneath you.
Oh, I currently have a plan of action inside my head, and it involves this Corsair ship.
Okay.
So
Stag guns it.
you gun it.
I'm not gunning it.
Okay, you move forward.
I'm moving forward
You accelerate.
at a reasonable pace. I'm following the road.
You use your turn
forward.
signals.
I might take our one ship into two. That's the current. These are the grand machinations.
Grabbing dice. No.
No, don't roll against me.
Yeah, Milo, make a melee evasion or
He's trying to grab
or a
me.
melee.
He's grabbing me, isn't he?
Make a melee or evasion roll.
Is this
Can
a new
I evade
character?
on the other side of the ladder? 'Cause
Yes,
I
you can evade.
Okay, basically I'm trying to peer.
This is a rope ladder.
This is a rope ladder. I know. I'm basically just
lean
swing and trust the ladder.
Yes.
The rope here.
Roll
Whatever-
evasion.
Yeah, whatever
D8.
grabs me here.
D8 advantage, actually.
That's a 12.
Okay,
To
but
12?
do I get on the other
Yeah.
side of the ladder?
Yeah, you swing the ladder out.
I'm trying to. I'm on the ladder. I'm holding the ladder here. I'm trying to now hold the ladder behind us.
Yeah, you do that. The lance comes down through the ladder.
Fuck.
It's the dull end.
Okay.
He basically, kunk.
So is this guy above turn order for him?
He was within range. He was basically taking an attack when initiative started.
Okay.
But you also get a counter move. You take a harm,
Okay.
and it's now your turn.
Can I grab onto that lance?
Yes.
I am now seeking to just
You can one arm.
hoist.
All right, now roll.
I'm trying to grapple.
Roll grapple, because that is a skill you have.
For some fucking reason.
It's done him well.
Yeah, it just feels, when I think of Milo, grapple is not what comes to
Fuck.
mind.
I don't have enough spell slots to just be a spellcaster.
16.
That's my problem.
No. I rolled a 24.
Oof.
Damn, can I at least get up onto the level where he's at? That's what I wanted to
You know what happens? You grab onto it. The
just
lance
fucking-
retracts, and you see a fist speeding towards your face as you're drawn into the Corsair
That's what
ship.
I wanted. That's what I want. This is
You
good.
take 2 harm as this armored fist smashes you in the face.
Epic.
But is he inside the ship? Or?
Yes, you're inside.
Alright.
You're inside the ship.
Alice?
Did
Alice?
the-
You feel your nose shatter.
Did you go into the
I'm half
enemy
dead
ship?
now.
Yes. Trust the process, I guess.
Oh my god.
Alice will, using Steam, communicate to Milo like, remember what I was telling you about not using magic a few minutes ago? Completely forget that and do whatever you need to.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to talk.
All
just
of these
like,
people
all
need
I
to
want
die.
is the jail cell you're going to put me into. And as I jump up, I don't know if it's my turn.
Well,
yet.
like you say that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, like he just stands back and he's just like at a ready.
Already, and I'm trying. Can I go? Like, can I go to walk down the hallway? Isn't my
No,
turn
no,
yet?
like he's just standing there now. He disengages from you, but he's just standing there, leveled.
I'm just gonna try to have my hands up and
Yeah.
try to walk down the hallway. So it's my turn.
No, he's directly blocking your path.
That's a wall. The rest of your ship is that way.
Yeah, he's just standing there. Down on the ship, the paladins start walking forward, just shields up. They're just shield and lance moving forward down the deck,
Alright.
looking for you. Actually, yeah, I will roll with disadvantage. Never mind, I rolled a 1. Yeah,
Okay.
they're just walking like one step at a time, sweeping down the deck.
Must have been the wind.
They're just.
Alright. Where's the turret emplacement located on the ship?
Front.
Like the very front?
Yeah, it's front bottom.
Front.
So
like
it's
on...
hanging off the nose,
Ah,
basically.
okay.
But now, Leviticus rolls something, and you
Alright.
can hear Steam speak being spoken.
Alright.
You feel him reaching out through Steam towards you.
Okay.
And it's actually your turn now.
Alright. It is my turn. I'm going to, I guess, hold my turn, I guess? Because I'm going to tell Stag to roll again.
Okay.
And basically,
Do you want to get into the cabin?
so
it's behind you.
This is what's going to happen. He's going to roll. I'm straddled around the gun. as we rotate, she's gonna shoot at Leviticus, who she assumes will be floating.
Oh, okay.
So basically, she's going to tell a Stag to roll again.
Okay.
Do you do?
Yeah.
All right. Is there a roll for that, or does he just do that?
No, you do it.
What are the paladins? How do they react to that? Rolling.
Both of them, yet again, they just like spread stance, bury their lances into the deck.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you see, Leviticus actually like ascend to a decent height now
Mm-hmm.
above.
And as it rotates,
You drag
Alice-
the gun around.
on the turret.
Like you would have to speak to it to get it to fire, but
Mm-hmm.
you rotate it, so roll.
And I can roll with guns, which I'm pretty good at. That is a. God,
Hey,
what would that be?
What'd you get?
22.
Yeah.
What do you get?
No, you see him sort of realize what's going on. He holds a hand out, and you can feel the gun straining against you, but it... And, a few of them veer out of the path of him, but he is absolutely sprayed and painted across the
God.
bottom of this Corsair.
What a way to go out. I will say also, for my move, I am going to dig my freaky claw into the bottom of the ship, and so when it spins back around, I am still underneath.
Oh, nice. Okay. And it continues rotating. The paladins, one of them looks back, and then looks towards the door to the cabin. They...
cabin.
Yeah, I think Stag, like, he moved the ship forward. What does that count as? Like, can he do more things?
You can do more things. Do you want to do more things?
Do I know that the guy is gonna come over to me?
So I've sort of imagined the ship as, like, there's the cockpit, and then there's the rest of it,
I
right?
always thought there was like a one-way
Cockpit,
mirror.
deck.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, you can see out.
You can see them on the deck.
You can
yes.
see the deck.
So I can see them approaching.
You can see one of them tear his lance free. Yes.
Menacingly.
If I'm just I'm gonna put it on autopilot again.
Yeah.
Because nothing is pressing for that right now.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna also lock that. Is there a way to lock the wheel and make sure that no one else, like, is there
You
like
can turn it on autopilot.
a key kind of, like, I'm just
No.
trying to make sure if they try to, like, come in, okay. Anyways, I'm gonna go to back to the thermite gun and ready myself.
Yeah.
Back.
Oh, I'll tell you this. Here's a fun thing. You can see them on the deck,
It's like a
and you're now
one-way glass.
facing them. There's like a screen, or there's a your steam relay is able to like project them on the deck in relation to the door,
Mhm.
and you have a gun and you're facing the door out.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, why would I break the door when I could just wait for him to open it?
Yeah.
That's fair. If we want to
Yeah.
use this vessel at all afterwards.
Yeah. No, I was just saying like fun Rainbow Six thing. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
Milo, you see the paladin twitch, and then you hear the lance chamber as he.
I am going to then use the ice hand here, and I'm going for the helmet.
All right. No, I mean, logistically it's not sound, but if you pull it off, then you just do it. So.
I'm trying to, because we're still in melee range,
Yes.
right? I'm sure,
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got mad hops too. Like it makes sense that he can like
I'm
fake
trying-
him out and then
Yeah,
go
I'm
for
trying
it.
to blind him by effectively just icing his helmet.
So am I just rolling melee then?
Yep.
So this is melee for my
And magic.
Well, my magic is automatic. You got 10.
Yep. You got a 10.
Yeah. What do you got?
That's actually hot. Wait. Yeah, that is actually more than I got.
Wow.
Because I try to basically blind his helmet, you know, because like there's water
Yeah.
naturally in the air. I'm trying to make it so cold that it just freezes.
Yeah, you just.
Because you can't see anymore.
You
And
could
I
just
was-
plate his helmet with ice.
Yeah, and I was trying to like do that and like fucking leapfrog over this guy.
Yeah. No, but I'm gonna say you absolutely do that.
Okay.
You hear the lance go off,
The fucking
and you're slightly deafened.
like fuck. Nothing compares to the seething pain in my burning and my broken nose.
Oh yeah, your face is just like he basically pulled you in your entire body weight through the hatch and
Yeah.
met you with his fist.
I know. Shit hurts, bro.
So yeah, You don't feel it right now. You are way too buzzed to feel it right now. But
you know, how does I have natural adrenaline system, right? I'm confused.
Yeah.
What I was trying to get in is like anger naturally increases your adrenaline, no?
Yes.
Like, I figured because that would increase some of the like, magical capabilities like the Nard did it, or is that just a chemical compound that she used? Because you just told me it was adrenaline.
The more excited you are, the easier it is to use your magic. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if there is a mechanical correlation to that.
Unless you get injected with like an ounce of adrenaline, like you were then.
Okay. Milo just becomes a fucking adrenaline junkie.
Yeah. But no, you leapfrog right over him. It doesn't hurt now because you're in a fight right now, but you can feel your face is fucked up.
Yeah, I was trying to get past him in that regard.
Yeah, no, you right over his head.
That's my dive. I'm out of actions effectively now, right?
You didn't move yet.
I wanted to get over him, and I wanted to flip it on. I wanted to have I have like a weird.
You can't attack again, but you can move.
Can I can't push or anything like that.
You get one move and one attack unless you have multiple attacks because of Dex, but you don't have that. So.
I'm trying to.
You can use magic.
I wanted to magic because I have a small explosive device in terms of how my feet operate with the earth and clay pot. I wanted to have them go down the hole.
Kick him back.
I'm gonna say because it's a magic ability, you can jump over him, you curl your legs, and then just drop kick him.
It was like leapfrog, and then I just basically effectively ghost kick this guy. That's what I wanted to do.
You drop kick him.
Hello.
Let's see here. If I do a save here.
That's such an awesome way you killed Leviticus, though.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of proud about that. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. You do it, and put one of the paladins as having one harm. You kick him, and you see his boots just slide across the ground to the gate.
Fucking go.
And and he's falling. He just extends. He just flattens his arm, and the shield catches on the
Oh, that's clever. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he falls down. He's jangling his
He's
shield.
hanging by his shield arm. Yes. And it is now his turn.
Interesting. This guy.
First of all, on the deck, both of them ready their lances. You hear them, and then the wall bears two. What?
It's my turn.
No, it's their turn.
We skipped his.
I interpreted what Abby was doing as like a held action to shoot them as soon as they entered, right?
They're not entering. The wall gets two holes as they just blast through it.
Oh, asshats.
They don't hit you, but
No.
and they begin approaching the door.
Fine, I'll shoot through the door.
I'm saying with the steam relay, you know exactly where they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how do I know?
It's too late now. You might as well.
Yeah. But I have to wait till my turn.
Well, I mean, that was a held action, right? Like she
held action.
She effectively was like,
Yeah,
"I
you know
will
what?
shoot them when
You
I."
held your turn, so it's your turn now, basically.
It's me, Stag. I'm
Do your gun, D8 advantage.
Oof, 13.
13 max?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Still
say
hits.
they cannot see that you are attacking. They don't get a dodge.
Fair enough.
Actually, did you roll? You rolled an advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Roll one more time.
Okay.
Because you have the steam relay. Is that higher than a 13?
No, it's
okay.
not.
No, as they're approaching, onto one of the shield, they look down, continue forward, and then and they just throw the shield off and continue eventually pry the armor bit off their arm that was almost entirely melted through.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You see it on the deck, just turned to slag.
That does mean a weakness in the suit.
He just shot an anti-armor round that sticks and then blasts whatever it's attached to with thermal.
Have you ever... So I actually did some research. I based it off of a special kind of missile that basically lands on a bunker and then burrows in.
It's a bunker buster.
A bunker buster, yeah. But this is doing that, but with a thermite drill, basically. That just...
Fascinating, yeah. I've seen those before. That's a Apex Legends Maggie's tactical ability, but
yeah. So it does that. So one of them is now unshielded.
That's good.
And, it's actually the, the ship guy.
He's blind.
Yes, cannot see, and is hanging on by his shield. You actually see it, and then disappear down the hatch.
Ain't no way. I was gonna turn around and book it down the hallway. I am looking for a bed station.
Okay, you're not like grievously injured. Your face is just fucked up, basically.
I am now looking with less panic for. I'm looking for like observational bed station. Like, okay, if I get fucked.
It feels like a on your turn kind of thing.
No, you see something like I'm just saying like.
Oh yeah,
no,
yeah.
it's about just like.
You did call
Never
this
mind.
turn.
Never mind.
Yeah. Okay. Back to Alice.
Like a fucking horror monster. She's gonna like climb her way up. Basically just grab one of the guys by the back and try and like...
He's not near the edge.
He's not near the edge?
You center deck. I'll say this. You are able to
Oh, so
perceive
the
them.
entrance to the cockpit is in the center.
Yes.
I imagined it was on the sides. Okay.
You see the shield.
Right. How do I want to do this? I think... Let me look at what am I good at? Maybe I should use rapport to make amends.
You can see them from where you are. Like, you're out of sight, but you're able to perceive them.
Right. Yeah, I think she's just gonna wait until they're like reloading and then just jump them.
Yeah.
Can I just basically turn my hand into like super corrosive and just basically through the metal?
That you can do.
What would I roll with that? Alchemy?
You know what? Yeah.
I feel like alchemy is like alchemy slash
Yeah.
whatever my bullshit is. So that's bad. And slightly better, that's a 16.
That's a 16! I rolled a 15.
Alright.
So, yeah, you reach up, you just take hold, and it just like immediately renders this armor.
You know what it is? I think she pulls up her sleeve
Yeah.
and then puts him in a headlock and just...
Oh, so you're on the deck now.
Yeah, and basically
Okay.
her arm is melting his neck.
Yeah, you see the helmet just like seize up and then fuse.
Hmm.
And there's a very slight then it's just yeah. No, that was pretty much you can count him off actually.
Alright.
There's a second of struggle before he just falls limp. Stag. You can see this. You saw Alice just absolutely gank one of them.
Is the other guy still coming at me?
And the other one doesn't have a shield. He's kind of reacting to the thing happening beside
I'm
him,
gonna
so
open up the door and give him a good old shooty shoot with my pistol.
you wanna kick the door open?
Well,
I would
I
thermite gun,
can't.
yeah.
I can't shoot him with my pistol.
You might as well use the
I
thermite
would
gun.
use the thermite gun.
Kick the door open and shoot him. Roll.
Let's go.
And because
I love how weirdly competent this group is for some reason. It took us a while, but we found a group that can work together well. That's bad. That's much better. 22.
22. Yeah. You where do you shoot him?
In the head.
Yeah.
Just
So you kick open the door and it's
Oh, that's awful because it hits and it's like, what the fuck?
Oh.
it strikes the helmet and you see it. And there's like he reaches up and then similarly it just you see him just jerk and then just fall down.
Yeah.
All right.
No, you were extremely well equipped for this fight.
Yeah.
Milo, you come to a door. Like you can open it.
I can open it.
Yeah, this is just like a ship's door. Like, you just.
I'm currently like the SpongeBob picture of where like the fucking the thick mountain.
Yeah.
You open it.
Okay.
You come into this would be called the bridge on most other ships. This is a long section. There are 4 people sitting at relay stations who are actually you see physically attached to these relay stations. You know these are scribes, and up ahead is the helmsman and the lieutenant. And you see the lieutenant turn back, who's a chaplain.
Chaplain?
You see them go for
lightning.
You see them go for a gun.
That one is distance enough where I'm lightning that guy.
Yeah, you do it. Roll for hit.
At this
No
at this
more
point,
magic.
it's like I
No
just
more
peel
magic.
off whatever I have, and I have like the shirt falls out to my waist as
Yeah.
well, and it is just like straight.
19.
Chimeric wolf body here.
Wins.
As before, all the sound briefly drains from the room as the pressure rises, and then just lightning crack as he's just the shirt burns away, and you can see the star scar underneath it as he drops like a sack of bricks.
And I assume the bridge glass shatters
That was
too.
so the chaplain.
It melts.
Whatever chaplain that was there.
It breaks is what
Is there-
my
so there's
point.
It doesn't break. It melts. Lightning has no physical presence. It's pure energy. So it would melt a hole.
Lightning would melt a hole, and like the glowing red glass
Right,
is just gonna drip
My
off.
point is glass no more.
There's a hole.
Correct.
At very
yes.
least the sound would...
Oh, actually, yeah, the sound would shadow the...
I do agree, yeah.
Because, yes.
Would lightning or the sound hit first? Lightning, right?
It doesn't matter.
No, the lightning would hit
Big
first.
boom.
Okay, I see.
My point is, is air pressure a concern right now?
You're not high enough, no.
Okay.
But it's shattered and pretty much everyone inside is stunned. The pilot you see is also similarly kneeling on the ground. They just have just ports just all the way up. So they're unresponsive. Pretty much all the scribes and the pilot are unresponsive right now. And
Who's the other guy? I killed the chaplain.
the pilot was the other guy.
The pilot's the other guy.
And
So,
he's
is he freaking out?
as I said, unresponsive. He is plugged into the ship.
Okay, she's like, okay, I don't mean any. We're just going to take this
Put the turnover real quick.
a couple of time here.
Milo, roll evasion.
Okay.
It's time for some Milo evasion. Let's go. I don't know why I went French with that one. 22.
You are able to hear the sound of whistling air, and you move aside as you see the lance fly past your head and out the windshield.
Oh, the fucking guy from before climbed back in.
I'm going to describe what happened. He locked his legs around the ladder and brought his shield back down in, and then climbed up.
Damn.
And this guy might as well be the main character.
So you see
Right?
you see the frozen section of his helmet has just been smashed away.
God, the fact that you survived that too.
So yeah, his
Can
helmet's
we
just
add
been
this one?
smashed
Can we add
away,
this one to the team now?
and he is drawing saber and charging you.
He takes off his mask. It's actually puddles.
Yeah, but like because you froze the helmet so severely that it became brittle, and he just.
Yeah, that's
Bro,
so
this
fucking
guy's cool.
cool.
Can we have
you
him
see the.
now? Can we take him home, please?
Not this party.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, this is tough. It's like I'm going to clap my hands and then reach for the section.
Yeah, no, he is. He's like shield forward, and
he brought a shield. Then,
and it is broad enough that it's filling the hallway that he's charging through.
filling the hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
might-
This is a
like
tower.
it was wide enough to catch his fall when he fell out the
The port.
porthole.
That's true.
I think that's his turn though, because
Yes.
we did
He
we
did
did
an attack and a
paladins.
movement.
So that's back to
Yeah.
Alice. Alice is going to see what's going on with my help here. Do we have reinforcements on the way? What's the plan with that?
You hear like 30 seconds out.
All right. Alice is going to tell them to fire on the Imperial ship on her command to them, and then she's going to steam to Milo. Hey, you should leave the ship. You should jump out. And then she's gonna turn to like the cockpit and wave Stag to like direct him, like, hey, get under the ship.
Because you had moved far away from the
Why are
Corsair.
we getting under the ship for?
So that Milo can jump down.
Yeah, you have to get Milo off.
He's on the enemy ship.
Right, you have to get him out and onto yours. So just
Okay.
air brake, basically.
Yes.
Stag, is that all you do?
Yes, I do.
He takes a drag from his cigarette as a free action.
He lights another one up.
She's like, all right,
Never
here we go.
assume,
Again.
never assume that he's not taking a drag from the cigarette.
Yeah, you air brake. Milo. You're being charged.
being charged.
And you hear that from Alice.
You hear, you should get out.
This is the long hallway. At the front of this Corsair is the hole that I came in through, right?
No. Back.
It's back.
Yeah.
So,
So he came from the back, you moved forward to the front,
okay.
and he's now moving towards you as well.
Okay, fine.
He's charging down
glass
the
that is
hallway.
shattered right now.
Is behind you.
Yeah.
It's behind me. And now, is it this? Where's the Stag ship? Because
You
I
see
one
it in
past
front of
the
you,
ship.
yes.
It's in front of me right now. I
Yeah.
could hypothetically jump and make it onto that.
It's
You
pulling.
would
that
have
far
to, you
away.
would have to trust
no,
them to catch
no,
you.
it's pulling under.
Yeah, it is pulling
Yeah.
towards you.
So
Yes.
its momentum is currently here, facing me.
Yes.
In terms of ship length, is the tip of the ship that I was previously on meeting the trajectory if I jumped out the window?
You could. You think you could make it?
Okay. That's enough. And then a quick perception check to see if anything in this room is of any interest.
You don't. No. You don't have time.
Don't have time? Okay.
That would just be like.
Yeah,
you-
hold on, everyone. Hold on.
I'm
Let
gonna
me
see
just
if I
look
can grab
around.
the- I'm gonna
Let
see
me
if
just
I-
look around. Okay, good. Let me go.
Yeah.
The ship's already 10 feet away.
I'm gonna see if I can grab and rip this guy out of the socket. And
The pilot?
The pilot that is on my trajectory. See, grab
You know what?
And
You
tear
could
him, see if I can-
could knock him aside as you're running.
I want to tear him out and take him with
Nope.
me and jump out.
That's an action.
That's
I don't have an action. I thought it was my turn.
Either you move or you engage with this guy.
Don't you usually get both?
If you engage with this paladin, you can't jump out the window. If you jump out the window, you're not engaging with him.
Why not?
Because if you wait, if you do anything, he will catch you, and you will be attacked.
I'm saying, why can't Milo jump onto the guy out the window?
You can tackle him out the window.
That's what I wanted.
Okay.
I wanted to get him out the window with me of some sort.
Yes. Okay.
Move
I'm gonna make you roll for that.
I'll roll
That's
for
fair.
it, sure.
What do you want to roll? Grapple? Grapple makes sense.
Grapple makes sense.
You got a 10. So,
A 10.
middling. Do you want to roll in defense for him? Because he might, like...
No.
Okay.
He is completely unresponsive. He's plugged into the ship.
Ooh, that might... Mm.
No, that's what I described.
Right, he's
these
physically
scribes,
attached.
These scribes have direct steam links to the ship itself.
Right.
So you do that. You grapple him. You grab him. 10 is technically not a success.
Is it? I thought 10 was. Is it 11 a success?
11 is,
Okay.
is
Yeah.
a success. But it's... You know what? I'll tell you this. You jump through. You grab him. And you are sliced by one of the glass shards hanging onto the window.
Like, so do I have him with me though?
Yes.
Okay.
But you take a harm, presumably.
So you're now at 4 harm.
Which is bad. To
And
be
you're
falling out a
actually,
window.
you're actually not that bad until you hit the deck of your ship.
So,
All the air is driven out of you.
can I attempt to alleviate that?
On your turn.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, can his turn end mid-fall? So I can do something about it?
There's the paladin's turn still.
Okay. Right.
You actually see the paladin is torn very violently from his spot. And, Stag, I'm assuming once the second Milo hits the deck, you start pulling away.
Yeah.
You do, and you accelerate and break off. You see the paladin has walked out onto the nose of the Corsair and is standing there watching you leave as it starts to dip.
Do
And
I have-
fall.
Do I have any like? Do I do that? Can I do
Yeah,
that?
yeah, you can do that like on the deck, like. But you see, like he has reached up and torn the helmet
And
off,
he's beautiful.
and he's looking up at you as the ship descends.
Yeah, what's he look
standing on the
like?
nose.
Yeah, what's it look like?
Thumbs up as he stares at me. And just,
You see, he has sort of a Dunish skin tone. Sort of like someone
you know
like.
the question that we're really asking is he fine though?
You can't tell from this distance.
But is he though?
you can't tell from
You
this
can't tell from
distance.
this distance.
But even if our characters don't know.
I won't tell you.
Okay.
Please.
I'll never tell.
Here are the answers, yes.
But he's there as the ship falls out of the sky. He remains on that nose, watching you.
Great.
Which would be really cool and dramatic, except...
The back half of the ship is hit by an artillery shell,
Yay.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
and he remains still.
I feel bad for this guy.
And just.
Yeah, he's just doing his job.
Actually, wait. You see him. You see him move for a second. As he fires his firearm up at you.
I'll take
You
mine. I'll
He's
take
trying
mine
too
and try
hard.
to pay back in return, or just start shooting at each other now.
Yeah, the ship is now it's hit by another and starts banking over.
Yeah, Alice is actually going to direct... So we've been flying in the right direction.
Yeah.
Alice is actually going to direct Stag to fly... Like, let's say this is Amoria.
Yeah.
We're down here. Basically fly up here.
Yeah,
I
alter
don't,
course.
I don't want to... Yeah. Let's reassess the situation, basically.
Yeah, you bank off. Milo, yeah, you're kind of hurt. You have a pilot. Don't know what that's about.
Milo is like, Alice will DNA this man.
You watch the Corsair burn the whole way down.
Let's go.
You want to describe Amoria in the distance for Abby? She's never seen it.
You see, you are approaching the edge of the black. You traveled so far eastward that you come upon the event horizon, as it were, of the sunless land. And you bank and lower your altitude, descend, and it comes into view. You see part of a city that is half swallowed by the black. It is almost encapsulated by it. But the air is much, much colder here. And the air is actually started to be filled with thin particles of gray ash.
We're in the Basil biome.
God, yeah, you're not wrong.
I do not know what she said.
They jacked my whole shit, line for line, bar for bar.
It's Minecraft.
You see a small contingent leading the way back to Amoria on the ground.
Alice is going to immediately tune in to whatever resources she has to basically be like, all right, are there any frequency, like even if it's like as mundane as like listening to Steam,
Right.
or if I can like if I have informants places, basically, has this like shown up on anyone's radar?
You reach out far
Because like
enough.
we're in the middle of a war, right?
You reach out far enough, you find someone has had rumors. It is almost public knowledge now that magic has been brought to the attention of the Imperium Grand. Someone saw what happened in Griot, and they reported it back.
Griot. Him?
Yep. Milo firing a lightning bolt.
Yep.
And that's why the Inquisitors were dispatched. But now it's pretty common knowledge that like the Inquisitors are almost taking over the Eastern Front war effort.
Alright. But it doesn't appear like there's anyone else in the area?
No.
Alright, she's going to fly to Amoria then.
Yeah.
We're going to basically try and...
You bank down and dock.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to get into the unsafe hours.
Where did Leviticus's body go?
Yeah, you have no idea.
So it didn't land on the ship.
He got shot.
He was painted across the bottom of the Corsair.
So presumably just in the sand somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had steams. I could speak to whatever knowledge.
So we
or
need to
fuck
find.
like that
If
of
you
some
said it's
sort.
the unsafe hours, we need to find some way to go to bed.
You need to get inside somewhere, yeah.
Yeah.
Are there? How many buildings are there here?
A bunch. It's a city. It's
Oh,
half of a
you
city.
made it sound like it was just like a few parts of a city.
No,
that had
it's
been
half of a metropolis is covered by the black and half isn't. But all of it's frozen and covered
Okay.
in sort of a ice, sand, concrete that's been chipped away.
So we're coming out of the ship now.
Yeah, you're on the ground.
we are landing
You're
as
sentinels.
we
Yeah.
do as Alice puts back on her glove. It's weird. You as Stag, you basically see like her skin ripple and turn back to normal before she puts the suit back on.
Oh yeah, you saw her turn into a gas, basically.
Stag and Milo, luckily, given the course of the fight, were not exposed to her at all.
Yeah.
So they're safe. Yeah, Alice like peeks into the cockpit and is like, "Good going. That was incredible."
God, I gotta figure out something for him to say.
The monkey piloting my brain be like,
a drag out of his cigarette and adjusts his. Now I think it's a zebra tie.
He changed mid-flight.
He had to look. No, he just.
you know what I imagine those ties to look like? Not even like a pattern, but literally, you know those plates that look like animals?
Yes.
But a tie.
It has like the nose and the eyes.
No! What the fuck?
Yes.
I was imagining the same. That's nasty. What is wrong with you? Alice, I hate you so. I despise.
Alice, bang!
Alice.
Dead. He's done it. He's killed Alice.
It's funny because she wouldn't be.
So, what exactly is it that you guys are trying to find here?
I
to request medical aid.
Yeah, he is downed on the.
You know what?
Oh,
give
shit.
me 1 second.
Wait, I have 4 state though.
Yeah, you do. You want to help out?
Want both you to go over?
Yeah.
Help.
Roll teamwork.
My face
I mean,
is
we
broken
can-
and my scarf is stained. Both things are very tragic to my emotional state.
Can we just say that we heal him though, because we're good?
We can roll it for him. Stag. Let's
First
go.
aid gets a D6,
You got a 18.
and now Alice roll.
Okay. I mean, I don't really have anything to that.
So just roll.
I wouldn't help. I don't.
Yeah.
Well,
You have vast anatomical knowledge.
that's fair. What would I roll with that then? Can I just bullshit alchemy again?
Oh yeah, no alchemy. Yeah,
What if
pull
you
out
just-
some alchemical shit.
What if you just advantaged a D20 so you
Hold
roll
on.
twice?
I give you some essential oils.
Damn.
I also got an 18.
It's an 18.
So
So
it's like vanilla. 36 total.
yes.
Christ.
What's 36?
We heal him, bro.
Halved. Wait, no,
18.
sorry, not halved. Never mind.
The fuck are you doing? Why would
Okay, it
you?
passes.
Why would you add math to Harbinger?
So if you do a teamwork roll, you add them together and do a whatever. But yes, it passes. Yeah, Milo, you're now stable again. You are now upright again. She hits you with that good juice, and
I give you some more
patch
chalky
his
milk.
The
active
pink
bleeding.
liquid.
Yeah.
She hit you with the fucking pink
Pink sauce.
Bismol.
The pink sauce.
Is the pink sauce edible?
Conk.
Oh god, the pink sauce.
The pink
Why'd you have to
sauce.
talk about that?
Did you have to talk about the pink sauce?
Ugh. Let's not talk about the pink sauce.
But yeah, she hits you with that. Yeah, the pilot is just sort of.
Oh shit, I forgot about him.
Well, okay. So here's the thing. Alice, Nicholas don't want to fuck over your plan. Alice would want to kill him immediately. He has steam equipment, he could transmit our location.
He has inputs. He doesn't have the outputs.
So he doesn't have the ability to
He's just a guy
remotely
No.
and they can't track him at all.
No, these are direct links where you would have to physically plug something in,
Okay.
which is a faster transfer, but you have to physically plug someone in.
You guys can do this. Stag is gonna go try to
Yeah,
find
he's
us.
just.
Milo will
Okay.
explain that and that's what he's got going on. Just explain like, yeah, these are just physical idiots. You can't do
Yeah, I mean Alice would know that. That was my concern.
He is also blindfolded as well.
Right.
In the same
Can he
way.
actually, like, can Stag try to take it off and see if he has
Yeah, just-
eyes and can see and
Yeah, you do that. Yeah, no, his eyes have been blinded. And you
Oh,
see, like,
okay.
these have been manually blinded, both of them.
Alright, so no. So they just kind of put it back.
What? What's going on?
How do you live your normal life?
Asshole.
What?
You wake up on a Saturday morning, what's the first thing you do?
Like you see him like feel like the ports.
Also, he probably feels like garbage since he sort of like fell several
Yeah,
dozen feet.
yeah. Well, that was him fucking gasping on the ground, but you see him just turn his head all around, feels out in front of him.
You should speak to the angels of the Lord.
Bro, stop!
What are you talking about? You bullied a child before you ritually executed him.
Alright, it was just a job. It was just a job.
I was getting paid to do that.
You literally weren't.
What happens at work stays at work, okay?
Yeah, you see him like reach up and take hold of the pendant around his neck, and just sort of like he's just rapidly like tilting his head around.
Do not fear. This is a fortunate dream for you.
Milo, stop being a creep. Why did you bring the pilot?
Like you see him like tilt his head at that.
Fuck it. Alright, look. You had a hard line into a ship that I wanted.
You see him like sort of like shakily stand. You see, it looks like he hasn't done this in a while. Stood up.
How tall is he?
He's like 5'4"-ish.
Oh, he's little, short
Very
king.
yeah, very
Just a little guy.
short, gaunt.
All right.
But it'd be
Alice
fun.
is entirely uninterested in him at the moment. She's busy, like, as we've landed, she's, like, talking to people, being like, all right, hey, this is what, give me an update. This is what I've been doing, yada, yada.
Oh, is she from here?
Yes.
Okay.
As we land, you see, like, a small crowd of people in similar
She's
garb.
their god!
Don't make jokes.
Yeah. You see him like just start to.
What's with the...
Hyperventilating.
What's with the dramatic
If,
part? We only ripped you out of your only home.
Yeah.
Damn. Now I'm just... Walk.
What, child?
You see him. He reaches into his robes.
I'm gonna stop that. Whatever
How?
suicide sign I put, grab his arm.
Yeah, there's not a ton of resistance.
Yeah. Look what he has underneath his robe.
Yeah, there's a single shot pistol there.
Oh,
The shot pistol.
take it!
I'm going to take the pistol.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, Only.
So, quick. Is there any new information from my little friends, my little guys?
Yeah.
And you can tell me what that is. Also,
Continuing
I should mention because I haven't remembered to talk to you about this. In the past, how many days has it been? In the past, day and a half, right? In the past day and a half has the location or status of the Fireflies with Samara or the Sentinel changed. I instructed them to basically die if one of them dies. And move with them if one of them moves.
No. The movement has not changed. Did you instruct them to, relay any more information?
I don't think they have the capacity for that. They're very small organisms.
Right. No, neither of them have moved.
Okay. And I'll remind you also, I did instruct a few people to, be on the sort of, outskirts of where the Sentinel is, just to, monitor that area.
Yeah, they would tell you there is a platoon outside of it, and there has been non-stop combat.
Okay.
Since you left, and they said there is now dead in the 50s.
Christ, good for him. What her fear, if he dies there, in her mind that's inevitable, that's fine, that she's not going to intervene. Her fear is that Jeremiah will get into that, because Sunshine was with them when that happened.
He is dead to your knowledge.
Yes, she... Even before information we have learned recently, Alice, as soon as he died, was like, yeah, no, he's not dead.
He's not dead.
Yeah. Anyway, what have my little birds learned
About?
Any major new information? In the past half a week.
The war effort has continued down. The Inquisition has pretty much seized hold of the central front.
Mm-hmm. Anything regarding information relating to those creatures? Have they spotted in the past day the descriptions of any of the people that Stag mentioned? I know at least one of them because Paul saw Theo.
Yeah, that's actually if you're reaching out to Paul.
I mean, he's here. If you remember, I gave him the Chimera head, and then
he's
come
here.
back here. Yeah.
He confirms to you that, yes, that's the person.
Okay, so we got one. Anyone else on that list that any of them have seen?
I'll tell you, in Griot is being overrun.
Okay.
By those creatures.
Right.
From the inside. The Dunish have pretty much left.
Okay. That's interesting. That's okay. All right. And I suppose he would have last seen her in Griot anyway.
Yeah.
Where is she? She is...
I mean, we don't even know where she is right now. She's on the Cobalt Menagerie somewhere.
Right.
But who even knows, right? We're going to, I think... And what's the deal with the Chimera head? How's that been? I assume safely transported back.
Yes.
Okay.
They put that in one of their cold storage areas.
Yeah, I think she's going to request they take a small sample from it, but leave it frozen for the most part. Basically take off a small sample and then leave it frozen. But thaw that one sample.
Okay. You can just get another one.
What does it look like again? Can you describe it briefly?
It is a head of... Oh, boy.
There were 6 eyes.
If I get this wrong, I will. It is...
I mean, it doesn't really matter. I can just listen back.
Canine-ish, but with very reptilian features.
Mm-hmm.
I would want to add, if I didn't already, lion's mane.
Right.
6 eyes, 3 to a side. There are some scales leading up the face.
Sure.
And goat's horns.
All right. So yeah, she's basically just gonna tell them, hey, we are you're gonna tell them what the plan is, and that Stag is not aware of the thing, but is aware of basically everything else, and we might just tell him anyway.
Oh yeah.
But if he doesn't ask, I'm not gonna.
He will later.
Anyway, you guys can do whatever you want. I'm just in the background talking to my people.
Oh yeah, she's just having her town meeting with how many people?
You initially you saw a dozen, but more and more people have come out.
Now she's up on a podium stand.
Oh god.
Could be. I actually see two. How did I describe them previously? The sentinels. Your sentries that you have.
I don't think they've shown up yet.
They came out to meet you.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. Tall figures shrouded in what looks like a cloak of feathers stand beside this crowd, this group. Giant beaks extend from the top of where you assume their head would be. And eyes dot each side. So two of those boys are standing amidst the crowd. Milo and Stag, still a pilot boy.
Mm-hmm.
Can I search him for anything else?
Like, are you restraining him?
Is he gonna resist?
He's
Yes.
blind and unarmed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna, is he standing? He's standing.
Yes.
I'm gonna put my hands on his shoulders.
Yeah.
He doesn't do
No. He's just sort of standing there now.
I slap him
How
on
old
the
is
ass.
this?
I can't believe.
Is he
Damn.
like a young kid or is he old?
Like, the closer you get, he's around, like, 17, 18.
Oh, what? The nuts? Okay.
Do you talk?
Talked earlier.
He did. He was talking to you. He is now
He
refusing
said,
to, it
"What's
seems.
going
Do you
on?"
speak
Yeah.
English?
What's going on?
What is the education that you have been growing up upon?
He's refusing to speak to you.
Reasonably.
Do you enjoy living in lives? Do you enjoy your narrow-minded perspective about the world that you live in? Have you considered venturing out
Milo,
into something
please. This is just a kid. He's gonna start searching him.
beyond? The kids
Yeah, he has
Doesn't-
pretty much nothing on him.
deserve ignorance.
Yes, he has a
no?
portrait of his family.
Yeah, he has the pendant around his neck.
Can I inspect that?
It is not actually. Oh, you would know what this is. You would actually have a very strong reaction to this. This is a Kovacs Algion pendant, which I've described before as a flattened out bullet with scripture carved on it.
So he's like
These-
a religious.
These would be found. Oh yeah, like everyone with the Inquisitorians are super religious, scribes, but yes, these would be found in torched villages and battle zones.
So he takes that.
Yeah, like you get a decent amount of resistance from him.
He yanks it off.
Yeah,
You don't know what
like
this
he
is.
starts trying to take it back from you.
Stop. He like scowls at the little
Your
kid.
people kill thousands of people and leave these marks behind.
Would Milo know that?
Yeah, this is pretty common
It's
knowledge.
common knowledge. Okay.
And your religion's perspective is of one of many.
Skald Medros.
The introduction of new ideas results anger from you.
Neither of you would understand that language. Is Alice in earshot?
Alice, I mean, if he's yelling, it should probably be able to hear it.
Yeah, that is that's basically referring to an old passage that in this is purist Adonism that he's referring to suffer not the demon.
Stag's going to take the pendant and like
Yeah.
wave it up. Do you even know what this means? Do you even know what this is that you're holding? He smashes it down and like crushes it with his
It's
heel.
metal.
Okay, well he's still gonna try. Okay. Can I roll for
Yeah,
at
no,
least
you do
cracking
that.
it?
It belonged to my brother.
That's always Stag has no response for
And
that.
your brother takes the lives of people at his hands because of what the ideas that he has been raised upon have told him to.
Sounds like Connor.
Alice's approach is, what's all this?
I'm just searching for meaning and why I've done this. I want to know where he comes from and why he does the things that he does.
I mean, I could tell you
Seeing
that.
Seeing as how he is one of the many cogs in this machine that hunts people like me. Do you know?
I mean, not personally, but I can make a few assumptions based on his attire and my...
Of course, I just wanted to know his mindset and understand as to who he was.
Damn it! Now we have some kid.
I know personally, given that tattoo, you will have no qualms with well, whatever. Do you have a purpose for this one?
I wanted answers.
Milo, roll reaction.
Reaction?
What does
Yeah.
that mean?
What are your skills?
I have evasion D8, and I have a grapple D4.
Unarmed
Evasion,
D6.
Yeah, do grapple.
He pulls some shit out.
Yeah, 19.
19. What did I get? Yeah. You see him turn and jump for the edge of the ship.
Bro, we're landed.
Yeah.
We are landed.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he doesn't know that.
So
He
what
jumps.
is he gonna do? He's
Do
just
you-
gonna jump
Do
up
you reach out and stop him?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You drag him back.
You're 10 feet off the ground. That would just hurt.
Yeah.
Just
Skull of Medros in Karche, Sind in Dor.
We're gonna give you a room.
We are?
He recited basically, suffer not the demon whose flesh scars.
I don't. What?
He's quoting the passage from the Lamentation, which is basically
Can
detailing.
you tell me any of that?
Which is detailing the destruction of the apostles.
She's gonna. I think after this long, she would know Dunish, so she's gonna talk in Dunish to him just because, like, you just want him to hear.
Yeah.
Like, what? I don't understand what you're doing here.
It's just doing these inquisitors are the very things I've been told about to fear and to not use my magic, and I can't grab onto a paladin because he would just kill me. I can't grab onto Leviticus because he would just kill me. If I grabbed the pilot of the ship, I killed the chaplain because he had a gun in the moment. So in the moment, this is the only thing I could have grabbed to understand the perspective of why these people hunt these things under an implicit bias, just because I guess I have power.
Again, I can educate you.
Oh.
I don't think this child will give you the closure you want.
Roll again for grapple.
Sure.
Grapple.
D4.
22?
Was that an at 20?
No. You got a nat 20?
You see him slip free,
Good for him.
Okay.
and he runs forward and he jumps for the edge.
Can Stag try to catch him?
Go.
And he sails off the edge head first. And he strikes the ground 10 feet below.
Okay. I'm going to take the pistol that he gave me.
Yeah, no, he
And
struck the
shoot
ground
him.
and he's not moving.
I walk up, and then I'm going to shoot him in the back of the head.
What?
Drop his
He's already
gun,
dead.
and
Yeah,
I'm
no, he was
Stop!
dead.
Stop! He's already dead!
And I'm going to walk away and let him be crusted over by
What,
the
he
weird
jumped
cement
10 feet
frost.
Yeah, he jumped 10 feet onto his head.
Okay. But
That we have.
he dived?
Yes.
Okay.
He basically just...
Alright, I'm
he
gonna.
dolphin dived.
Fucking religious zealots corrupting the minds of innocent youth.
You fucking hypocrite. Whatever. I'm gonna roll insight. I want to see what
Yeah, who
I want to see what both of their what are
Gauge the
both of their
reaction
reactions
of
to
that
that. I got a 22. Man, 22 is the number of the session
It is
today,
the
I
number of the
guess.
session. Alright, so what was the reaction of both people from that?
I'm furious that he's so adamant on killing himself instead of having an open dialogue.
Okay, to be fair, what were you gonna do with him?
Do with him, I was just gonna leave him in a room, give him time to stew, and then come back later.
Really? All right.
What were you gonna do?
He's disinterested. Like, he looks like disappointed, pretty much.
Disappointed? Why exactly?
Well, he doesn't really like the Imperium
insight.
at all.
I did 22.
Alright.
Did 22.
Yeah, so...
So basically, you don't like the Empire, and so the fact that he was so stubborn was
Yeah.
like,
Well, it's pretty much that he knows the kid didn't know what he was into.
right.
But I'll tell you this: with your 22, just rolling insight, you can pick up this medallion. This is it has the same scripture detailed on it, and on the other side, it's date and place, which is Fort Rock, which was a forward scout outpost that at the beginning of the Red War was the first place hit, and it was overrun.
Yeah, Alice will like hang on to it. If nothing else, it's an artifact of history.
Yeah.
Did I give you an answer to your insight? Because I just short-term.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Milo is just angry that this. First of all, he can't have talk to this person just without him going into weird religious divulsions. and have him commit suicide by jumping on his head. And
Swan
Milo
diving
is
onto his head.
furious
Yeah.
in the ways that he is angry.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna walk off and go towards the town, not really thinking about where he's going.
Stag's
I-
gonna find a motel.
Yeah.
Some motel. I don't worry, Stag. I have a room.
What is your place?
Kind of. It's what I. If you haven't noticed, this town is mostly abandoned, but I have recovered and cleaned out some apartments, so I'll get some quarters prepared for you while you stay here.
Nods.
One more thing, because I feel like we need an ender for this session. Milo, can you 1 second?
Sure.
So, as you may have noticed, Stag, I am not normal. And I can elaborate on that later if you want. But for the time being,
The Wicked Witch of the storybooks, that's what you just remind me of.
she does like little
Is that
spooky
in
hands.
character?
Yes.
Of course, I've read a lot as a kid.
She will pull out 2 little leeches. They are like orange and green, and they are like pulsating a little bit.
Ew.
Alright, so I am harmful to most all life, human life, or close enough to it.
Curious.
I do not want to be limited in using my abilities if I'm forced into a corner like we were just
Do
now.
not either, no.
So I can use the full extent of my abilities. I would like to give you immunity. One way I could do this is make a part of myself a part of you, but that procedure is extensive and life-altering, and that's probably not something that either of you would want. So for the time being, I have these. And she holds them out. These are specially created alchemical creatures that, when placed on your body, will essentially remove all of the toxins from me and essentially remove them from your immune system. They're basically magical magnets.
Okay.
And then she basically like holds them out for each of you to take.
I will take it and keep eye contact, and I'm just curious.
With
is
the
that-
with the snail?
Leech.
With the leech? You're gonna.
What is the extensive procedure? Will it look like Paul that we saw the other day? He had like wings on the side of his head that were fleshy,
For you,
right?
I do not know, because you are a special case.
Will it change who I think and who I am?
Not how you think, probably. Well, it won't change how you think, though you might... We can discuss it later. That is for another time, however. This is a good band-aid solution.
Don't.
She hands one to Stag as well.
I have never. If I could have chosen to not look like this, I think I would have. I don't particularly care for how I look or what I do, but if it's going to make us work better and it's going to change me for the worse, I don't. I have no. Basically, if you think that I'm attached to this vessel, then so. I do not. I would like to propose that. I do not. I am interested in this supposed treatment because I do think that we will be together for quite some time. Because I am interested in you, and I believe you have some sense that are interested in me, and I think the concept of magic that we both pursue and understanding is something that is worth pursuing. And thus, this procedure that you were talking about, I would like to speak about at a later date.
She nods.
Stag takes the leech,
The little guy.
inspects it, looks over at Alice.
So do I eat it, or like what?
Just place it on your skin.
So is it like a one-time use? Does he die in 30 seconds? Or
No.
does he exist? Wait, is he just going to kill me? Or
That
You said
would be...
You said it's a magic magnet, right?
Yes.
Wait, no, that's a good point.
I don't.
He's entirely magical.
I am very magical creature.
I will say, it's
intentionally yours?
it's specifically
okay.
me.
Yeah.
So, like, you don't have a shirt on, right?
No, right now.
So, like, she'll take it and, like, put it on your back,
On your
and it'll just, and then, like, kind of, like, burrow in.
Ew.
It's a little gross.
It's a little gross. But also,
honestly,
like,
Milo isn't offended. It's just
weirdly, as it burrows in, the like texture of it sort of matches your skin.
It just
So it's like visually you can see it, but like it doesn't feel like much of a difference.
So he has like a little bit of green on his.
Does he?
Yeah.
Is he smart or
Not especially.
does he like? Do I have to feed him? Or?
Well, you want to be
No.
best friends
no,
with him?
you are.
I know I am feeding him. Okay. Do I?
God says entering the story.
Do I name him
Yo,
Simmy? Or?
You can name him whatever you like.
Okay.
Uh,
Now that
and-
I have a little buddy, I think I'm going to call him Simmy.
All right, Simbi. And do you also put the little guy on your body?
I'm trying to decide where you would put it.
Back. I would assume back. You put something like Spider-Man hammer.
My nuts.
I was gonna have something to say, but whatever. He puts it like I'm gonna say he puts it on his arm.
All right.
Really? Okay. Yeah.
Why not? Because then he can always see it.
That's fair. So I'm assuming you just walk into the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want me to name it, I'm not going to.
The wind picks up. The body is slowly covered by the sand. Darkness falls.